Hello, and welcome to the Repair Solution Pro how-to video series. My name is Eli Saldana, and
I'm Steve Caruso.
In this video, we're going to show you the full diagnostic and repair process for DTC P0420 Catalyst System Efficiency Below Threshold Bank 1 on this 2018 Ford Explorer 3.5-liter engine. Now, before getting into diagnostics, always start with a full inspection of the vehicle. Document symptoms and background information. This is going to include when the issue first started, what the driver noticed, were there any previous repairs and that sort of thing, what were the driving conditions when the problem happened, were there any warning lights, smells, strange noises, that sort of thing. All this information is going to help you prepare your diagnostic strategy and help you save your time down the line. After gathering that information, do an initial inspection for any obvious mechanical issues, such as checking the exhaust system for leaks, blockages, or damage. Visually check the oxygen sensor for proper installation or any obvious defects. Next, you want to make sure you check out the service manual or applicable TSP. In this case, it's going to be 227009 prior to continuing to diagnose this DTC.
After the visual inspection is done, turn the key to the on position, engine off. Use the scan tool to retrieve diagnostic trouble codes. In this case, we're dealing with the DTC P0420 Catalyst Efficiency Below Threshold Bank 1. This means the catalytic converter is not working as efficiently as it should. Next, look at the freeze frame data. These details will recreate and help you understand what was going on when the DTC was set. Then, review the service history and check for any related TSPs.
With code P0420, the main cause is usually a faulty catalytic converter, but we can't just start swapping parts out.
Exactly. First, we need to run a few tests to inspect the catalytic converter on Bank 1 to determine exactly what's causing this code. Check the long-term fuel trim values, which are highly influenced by vacuum leaks. Start the engine and let it reach operating temperature. Use the scan tool to check the long-term fuel trim values at idle, 1500, 2000, and 2500 RPM. The value should be within plus or minus 10%. If the values exceed the range, address the issue before proceeding. Checking fuel pressure, leaking or restricted fuel injectors, vacuum leaks, and mass airflow sensor operation. In this case, the values are within spec, so proceed to the next step. Raise the engine speed to 2000 RPM and hold it for 3 minutes. This ensures the engine is in closed loop operation. Monitor the heated oxygen sensor, Bank 1 Sensor 2 at idle and at 2000 RPM. The voltage should fluctuate slowly between 0.6 and 0.8 volts. If the voltage fluctuates between 0.2 and 0.8 volts, the catalytic converter is defective and needs to be replaced.
But before following each step in the removal and installation procedure, remember this. Fuel vapors could easily catch fire, so obviously you don't want to be smoking or have any open flames nearby. And always remember to wear your PPE, especially when you're working under the vehicle or working on exhaust components.
First, make sure the vehicle is secure and properly set on the hoist. Now, remove the exhaust Y pipe. Next, disconnect the upstream oxygen sensor and remove it. Then, disconnect the downstream oxygen sensor and remove it. Next, take out the bolts and remove the catalytic converter heat shield. Remove and discard the nuts, gaskets, and studs on the catalytic converter. Remove the catalytic converter. Nuts, gaskets, and studs will need to be replaced. All right, let's go ahead and install the new catalytic converter. First, install the new studs. With a new gasket in place, install the catalytic converter and secure it with new nuts. This ensures proper seating of the gasket to the cylinder head. Now reinstall the catalytic converter heat shield and tighten the bolts to 89 inch-pounds or 10 Newton meters. Install the upstream oxygen sensor and connect the electrical connectors. Install the downstream oxygen sensor and connect the electrical connector. Go ahead and put the exhaust Y pipe back in. Once everything's together, lower the vehicle and check the exhaust systems for any leaks.
Now we'll perform repair validation to confirm everything is working correctly. Follow these steps.
The first step in your repair validation is to clear your diagnostic trouble codes, freeze frame data, and your I&M readiness data stored in the vehicle's computer using your scan tool. Next, review the trip cycle for the CAT monitor with the vehicle in the key-on engine running position and ensure that the monitor icon is showing green-gray, which is enabled. Now you can follow the trip cycle in the tool or follow the trip as outlined in your service manual or emissions guide. This ensures the OBD system rechecks the catalyst system. After completing the trip or the drive cycle, use your scan tool to check for I&M readiness status. Any pending or confirmed DTCs, if there are no codes stored and the I&M readiness status is green, this means the trip is completed and the repair is completed.
Okay, well, anyhow, Steve, thanks a lot for walking us through that process.
No problem, thanks.
Appreciate that. As for everybody else, thank you guys very much for watching this. That has been the entire process for fixing a P0420 on a 2018 Ford Explorer. Once again, thanks a lot for watching. And of course, for more information, please make sure to visit us at pro.repairsolutions.com.
We'll see you next time.